Kweku Flake. Kudus game. Are you ready? Kudus game. Kudus day. Kudus day. Kudus game. Kudus game. So anything we go come, we go score. Black Stars versus Uruguay. 3-0 in favor of the Ghana Black Stars. What is your prediction, boy? Baba, Raman. Are you ready? Ghana 3, Uruguay 0. Control the back, Kudus day. Kudus day. Bienvenidos a Willkommen bei Uncensored Friday. Ich heiße Bediako-Poku Hitzfield. Wie geht es allen? Mir geht es gut. Mir geht es sehr gut. Freunde, 9 Monate. Wir sind im Dezember. Ich bin sehr aufgereiht. Ich bin sehr gut. Ich danke Gott für einen weiteren Tag. So, welcome to Uncensored Friday Live with the Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, Bediako-Poku Hitzfield. Today Ghana will be playing Uruguay, and I'm predicting a 3-0 win in favor of the Black Stars. Come on, guys, we need to avenge that 2010. Kudus day. So big shout outs to Kweku Flake with that wonderful Black Star song. Out of the Black Star song, I think I've not listened to many, but at least this is the first one I've listened like a couple, and I think I like this one. So shout outs to Kweku Flake. Much love from me, Bediako-Poku Hitzfield, your ordained crown prince. And so today we'll be talking about the Black Stars a bit. And today I have a lesson to Ghana. I have a lesson for Africa. And we'll be talking now yesterday was 1st December. Happy New Month to everybody across the globe. We are finally in the final stages of 2022, and God has been so faithful. He has been great. We've been grateful for what He keeps doing, and He keeps doing for everybody. Wherever you may find yourself, you are watching me probably, and you are still alive. So that is just enough. Now, if He's not yet done with you, He will keep waking you up, and you keep dreaming, and you keep achieving and conquering milestones. So my name is Bediako-Poku Hitzfield, the ordained crown prince of Ghana. Please share this video, send, like, subscribe. Today I have a lesson for Africa. I'll have a lesson for the Black Stars. But we'll first talk about the Black Stars. Now, today is Farmers Day, actually, first Friday of December in Ghana. So it is a holiday in Ghana, and I need to do a few errands. That is why I'm all dressed up. I would have been in my Black Stars jersey, but that is it. So Farmers Day, happy Farmers Day to every farmer in Ghana, your ordained crown prince. I've been telling you people what we will do with Ghana. It will echo across the world, So farmers will be very instrumental under a monarchy. And Bediako-Poku Hitzfield, as your crown prince, I will make sure that every Ghanaian don't pay for vegetables, because we have too many fertile lands to go hungry. Why should foodstuffs be sold in Ghana? And those are the things we are going to put in place. All the farmers in Ghana, we are going to farm on a larger scale. Everything we eat need to come from Ghana. We need to produce our own food. And so we will talk about that later in the show. So what are your predictions for the game against Uruguay today. What are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, as I said, the Black Stars will be playing today, and we need to win, actually. I was looking at the table. We are in Group H, and the Black Stars are second with 3 points, with a goal difference of 0. And Portugal have already qualified. And I think we should try and win the game, you know, to be safe. Because if we don't win the game against Uruguay, the probability of maybe South Korea causing an upset, as we have seen since yesterday, you know, Morocco, shout outs to the monarchy in Morocco. Ghana will become a monarch soon after 2024, where we've kicked democracy, economy, and all the things that divide Ghanaians, the things dividing Africans, and they don't even know that if they don't respect their own selves, how can somebody respect them? You know, so we'll be talking about Africa later on in the show, but let me do with Black Stars first. So as I said, Portugal lead the way with 6 points plus 3 goals, and they've already qualified. So Ghana need a win. You know, we need a win, because if we draw, the probability of South Korea scoring Portugal, we don't know. We've seen so many things happening. Belgium are out. Germany is out. Die Mannschaft, you know, that is why I was speaking German earlier on. Die Mannschaft is out. You know, two World Cups in a row. You know, and sometimes you need to allow free flow in your country so that you get talent. You know, if black people are allowed a lot into Germany, probably just like France, just like what is the name, Canada, you know, we are everywhere. But whatever we do for the white man, it seems he will never appreciate it. So now we need to think differently as people. We need a united Africa. Pan-Africanism. We'll be talking about Pan-Africanism in later on in the show. So that is it. And this is my starting lineup. I hope Coach Otuado doesn't change much from the team that started against South Korea. He should maintain the same team. Atizigi, of course, in post. Tariq Lamptey as right back. And Gideon Mensah as left back, because I think he was an upgrade on Baba Rahman. You know, we know what Baba Rahman can do, but yet, like, it was clear to see. It was clear for everybody to see. And Gideon Mensah should continue as left back. Now, Salisu and Amate, I've said it. Salisu plays for Southampton in the English Premier League, the most exciting and difficult league in the world. So as Daniel Amate, who plays for Leicester City. So we should trust these two to do a job for Ghana, you know, without playing that 3-back system, because we need to play a 4 system so that we impose our speed, our trickery on them. And when we played a 4-back, we saw what happened. So the 3-back, unless you have wingers that will go and come, you shouldn't be playing 3-back. We need Kamadin Suleiman. I want to see him a lot. And so let me mention Kudus will play, of course. Kudus scored 2 goals against South Korea. I love that boy. He plays for Ayas. There's been links to Manchester United. So Kudus, Mohamed Kudus, keep soaring, you know, keep doing what you are doing, and Charlie, take Ghana to where you are a black star. Show people that you are a black star. Kudos. Show people you are a black star tonight. And Thomas Partey will be in the defensive position, together with that Samet guy, you know, Ahmed Samet. I hope I mentioned his name right. Iñaki Williams, who played the number 9 position. Jordan Ayew did extremely well in the game. He retains his spot, and Captain Andre Dede Ayew on the right-hand side. So I hope Ghana can do something today, and not a miracle, because we've been winning in the World Cup. You know, Ghana, our football. That is why when after 2024, when Ghana becomes a united nation under a king, under a monarch, you know, one of the things we'll be doing is building in the next. By 2050, we should build like 50,000 pitches across Ghana. And that is a thing that I will put into action, because I don't want Ghanaians to play football on the death road again on the streets. You know, I want to put the measures in place to nurture the next generation of Ghanaian to be a monster, you know, because Ghana, we are known for playing football, and we know how to play football. And as the Crown Prince of Ghana, come on, guys, the ordained Crown Prince, come on. After 2024, we'll be doing so many things, and we want to bid for the 2050 World Cup after we become a monarch, so that will propel every Ghanaian. And I'm throwing a challenge to every youth in Ghana that when we become a monarch and we bid for the 2050 World Cup, look at what Qatar has done with his country. Somebody who was living on a desert, with all due respect, somebody with just sand and crude oil. Look at what that person has done, and that person gets to host the World Cup. A country that can win a game at the World Cup is hosting the World Cup. And we, Ghana, we play more football. And the things in Qatar, if Ghana have them, I swear the players we are going to produce in Ghana, you will be surprised. The talent that keeps coming to Ghana, which are always wasted somehow. So, Nana Poku Hitzfield, one of the things I want to do as Crown Prince is build like 50,000 pitches by 2050 across Ghana, you know, doing so many things. So today we'll be talking about the Pan-African system. Pan-African system. And Marcus Garvey says something. So me, when I watch Qatar and I watch the World Cup, I am ashamed as an African. You know, when I look at somebody on the desert and look at what he or she, what they've done to the country. And I'm like, I have rivers, I have lakes, I have beautiful sceneries, I have waterfalls, I have the sea, I have so many things. And then, as Crown Prince of Ghana now, I know what I'm doing, you know. What we will do with Ghana, come on. Freedom Jacob Caesar, all the big men in Ghana, it is time for us to unite as a country. Put our religion into a basket. Put our tribe into a basket and think as Ghanaians. Look at, I want everybody to Google countries under monarchy. Please do that. Google countries under monarchy. And when you Google these countries, watch their waters, watch their infrastructure, and watch how beautiful the country has become. Democracy is a system of government where 90% of your own resources don't belong to you. It is about time we reunite this country. Ghana should be the most ultimate when you are born on this earth. Nobody should come from another place and come and cheat your own people. We are going to leave a legacy for our children. Look at what Japan has been doing. The cleanliness of the Japanese. It is everywhere. After beating Germany, they stayed to clean up the place. And that is something that has been inculcated into every Japanese since that person was a child. Why can't we do that in Ghana? How are we handling our waste system? Nana Poku Hitzfield have been telling you guys, when after 2024, when democracy is no more, one thing I'll be doing is every household should have at least 4 boiler bins or boiler containers, or what we call the recycle bins. Now, 1 bin will be for cans only. 1 bin will be for rubber air only. Now, food and other things we peel should be in one, which will be taken every day. We will mix those with sand, and we can use that in reproducing manure for our farmers. So we are going to go into waste management because the country is so filthy. Ghana has become, it's full of filth, you know, and because people think they'll be going to heaven, they want to destroy the land. You see, we've let doctrines. So Marcus Garvey once said, and I want to quote the great man, you know, Marcus Garvey, even Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, my daddy, you know, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah even learned something about Marcus Garvey. So do I, because growing up, I didn't know, but every class I went, or every section. Now, those of us who school in Ghana, initially it was Nkrumah, Buzia, Obechebi Lamte. But every school I'll go to, if they change my school every day, I'll fall in Nkrumah. Till I grew up. So I never understand. I'm like, why am I always in Nkrumah? And I learned so much about the man, his Pan-Africanism, and I told God to put me in a position to make my country better, similar to what Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did, the redeemer of slave trade. I'll be the redeemer of the mind slavery, because the mind slavery is the biggest thing that is disturbing Ghana and is disturbing Africans, you know. So let me quote Marcus Garvey. He said, a race without power and authority is a race without respect. A race that doesn't respect its own people automatically forfeits the respect of others. Africans and Ghanaians don't respect each other. And that is where it has gotten us as people. Initially, a child can never insult an older person. Now in Ghana, a bunch of SHS students took phone and recorded themselves defaming the president of Ghana, who is like their grandmother and their grandfather or grandfather. Small girls, ADD president, the Kufuor do attempt. When wuja wo homa culture, ebe frawo dia saying na eba. Sisi akrambu penny. When I become crown prince, one of the things I will do is look at the Japanese culture, how they do things, how they teach children cleanliness. Everybody will be a farmer in Ghana under Nana Poku Hitzfield, under a monarch. You can be a farmer and a doctor, a farmer and a teacher, because the houses we are going to build, we are coming to redesign the whole Ghana. Our coastal lines will have bays, ports, marinas, hotels, apartments. I said we want Ghana to host the 2050 World Cup. So what do you think we will be doing? We are going to, come on, canals all across the country so that we put boats on it. And we are going to build for our mothers and our fathers, you know, 50 4-acre lands. Every house in Ghana should be 4 acres. We will have 1 acre in the home for greenhouse for planting your own food. Now, one of the things we fail as a country is we don't even plant what we eat, you know. And those are the things we need to start bringing them. Every house will be 4 acres. We will have a big cabin for our mothers. Everybody above the ages of 50 will have a house. So it can be an Aibe woman, a Ga woman, a Fanti woman, Nana Poku Hitzfield, Mimi Sisani. I am God's love. And what God has shown me, the things that will happen to Ghana, I said, fear not, my people. Your crown prince is here. After 2024, Ghana should come together. I want to be invited to the parliament. You know, I want to be invited to the parliament one of these days. I want to talk to my fathers there. You know, we've allowed democracy to divide us. And that system, with the youth, we don't want that system. A Fanti is a Ghanaian. An Ashanti is a Ghanaian. A Muslim is a Ghanaian. A Christian is a Ghanaian. So then, we went to schools with so many different people. And sometimes the person that will help you the most will not even come from your tribe or religion. So why? We don't care. We see another person and we see Ghanaians. So it is about time we reunite this country under a monarch. And Nana Poku Hitzfield, what God has shown me, the visions I keep getting about Ghana, the things I've learned, I'm a computer scientist, philosopher, whatever. I've learned virtually everything. I'm an architect. I've been drawing the log cabins I'll be building for my mothers and my fathers, you know. Every Ghanaian above the ages of 50 will get a log cabin in a 4-acre house, right? A 4-acre place. 1 acre will be for farming, greenhouse. Teach our mothers how to farm so that our mothers can call us, hey, come for your vegetables. Then we can go home and take our vegetables so that we don't need to buy vegetables. What do you need on earth? All you need to do is eat. And let us make food. We will take care of food. Food shouldn't be a problem for a Ghanaian. so that you work for 8 hours for probably 20,000 Ghana cedis. If you work and ask, you see, in the new Ghana, in the new age, I will digitalize money, of course. All the papers and coins will be a thing of the past. We'll be using the Ghana Pay. Ghana Commercial Bank, Bank of Ghana will hold the Ghana Pay. Now, some of the work will become obsolete in Ghana, like bank teller. Bank teller, brana besuya engineering. Besuya senia yetumitri excavator. Because we'll be building the country. When you may excavate the tree and loader, anopa 8 hours, every month, 20,000. And we pay the fees for you. No fees for everybody from class 1. We will educate ourselves. You know, practicals and not that theory. The systems Nana Poku Hitzfield through King Solomon, through King David, through Otumfour Osei, through Osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The visions I keep getting, we need to change our continent. So I'm entrusting every Ghanaian with this knowledge. Please, it's about time. Africa, look at, if you're a Muslim, look at what Qatar has done with its country. If you're a Muslim, look at what Qatar, if you're a Muslim in Nigeria or wherever you are on the African continent, look at what Qatar, they are Muslims, look at what they've done with their country. Why can't you just unite? Even Prophet Muhammad said there's no conforming in religion. Your neighbor, you should remember that in the olden days, they were fighting. Now, we are too united. We don't care. We're the new generation. We don't care about certain things. So it is about time we build our country. Let us start building. Money is just it's paper. Money, it is paper. How can somebody tell you, you give them timber, your gold, and they give you papers in exchange? And they will tell you, you owe them. And you've never thought of it that, how come I owe you if I keep giving you physical things and you keep giving me numbers on a computer screen and papers and something to say economy? I said under a crown, under the monarch, me serving as a crown prince, economy, there's nothing like economy. We won't teach economy in our schools again. It is dead and gone. Everything in Ghana belongs to Ghanaians. That is the thing. Everything. If you're an African, you are looking at me, I look like you. Maybe I don't have, maybe you don't have a long hair, I do, but we are one people. When I see you, I'll greet you. If you are good to me, I'll be good to you. So why? Why, Mama Africa? Let us unite. So to create a better world, unique beings with unique objectives and beliefs must forgo all differences and work together for the good of all. Let me repeat it again. Now, to create a better world, a better Ghana for you and for I, unique beings with unique objectives and beliefs must forgo all these differences and work together for the good of all. Humans must suppress that natural defensive selfishness that aid others. That natural defensive selfishness, and rather help people and aid them. People who don't appear or look like you. People who believe or act different like you. You see, variety is the spice of life. What if nobody is even lost? Christians might think Muslims are lost. Muslims might think Christians are lost. But then what if nobody is lost? Because look at you. You may look different than me. Look at the variety of humans. Look at Chinese people. Look at black people. Look at Indians. The variety is what. Do you think if God made us look the same way, do you think it would have been interesting? If the food, every food is white, would it be interesting to you? That is the variety. So maybe God wants us to worship him in different ways. You know, in the Quran, Muslims used to worship Allah facing Jerusalem until they built their Kaaba. So why? Why the differences? And all these differences are moving us from the goal, which is that we are on earth, we are humans, we pay school fees and everything, and we should build this country. We'll be tunneling our country with railways. I want to see the biggest railway system in the world. Currently, Japan holds that record, but Nana Poku Hitzfield, I don't want them to hold the record. So, what happened to my light? I don't want them to hold the record. So we'll do everything in our might, you know, to help push our nations better, to a better place. Okay. Now, I keep saying this. Look at Singapore, look at Malaysia, look at Dubai, look at these countries. When Ghana became an independent country, all these countries were underdeveloped. Now look at these countries. Look at Dubai, look at Qatar, and compare it to Africa. What did they do different? They united and crowned the king. That is what we need to do as Africans, and remove everything that divides us. A Ghanaian should be the ultimate, this one. You know, we are all brothers, we are all sisters. Now we marry each other, you know. Because, come to think of it, let me use a scripture, because Christians will never believe what I'm saying until I use a scripture to describe a situation. And me, I've read the Bible 3 times, so okay. Matthew, let me give you guys a scenario with regards to why God, if God is coming today, and God saw how Qatar was 50 years ago, and God saw how Ghana is 50 years ago, and he is coming to destroy this earth. He will destroy Ghana and leave Qatar. Because Qatar, what God gave Qatar, they've used it and done it and used it properly. What God gave us, ours is plenty than Qatar. Because we have the same crude oil they have. And we have more natural resources. Yet, we are the ones that are poor. We are the ones that claim we worship God a lot. Okay, so let me use the parable of the talent, and sometimes it is also referred to as the minas, you know, because the same parable was given by Matthew and it was given by Luke, you know. So Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30, I want you guys to go and read it. And it tells of a master where the master was leaving his house to travel, and before he left, he divided his properties to his 3 servants. You know, it speaks about how he gave 5 talents to somebody, 2 to somebody, and 1 to another servant. So all these people were servants, 5 to 1 servant, 3 to 1 servant, to the another servant, and 1 to the last servant. Now, when the master came back, he asked them for the talents or probably the properties he gave to them, right? So when they came, the person that had 5 said, "Oh, when you went, I've used the money, I've opened more, blah, blah, more marinas, more shopping malls. So this is the money, right? I have multiplied it by 5 times fold." To the person that had 3 said the same thing. But the person that was given the 1 talent, he rather went and hid or probably, let's use properties. He kept the properties. He didn't make more money out of those properties. So the master was very, very angry, and probably he was killed or something. You know, I want you guys to go and read it. So this is the parable in that Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30. And I look at it, and in Ghana, look at the natural resources we have. If God was looking at Dubai the year Ghana gained independence, look at what Dubai has done with his country since then. Ghana, God has given us gold. He has given us bauxite. He has given us manganese. Almost every natural resource you can think of, Ghana has some. But then you see a Ghanaian sleeping outside. Why is that possible? Then you look at the system, and you see a system that promotes division, which is democracy. And then you look at the resources in Ghana, where are they going? Then you realize it is still going to the colonial master. And I'm like, so all these things, I saw it. I was once an MPP person. I was a polling agent for MPP. NDC. I did some for NDC. And when I was at Coconut Grove working, I was at PPP. So I've seen what democracy can do. And I've studied and realized that it is only monarchs or monarchy that moves countries. Look at Spain, for instance. Look at Sweden. All these countries are under monarch. I want you guys to Google. Please Google it, okay? Google it and see countries under monarch and see how beautiful and how well developed those countries are. Ghana needs to move away from democracy and economy and whatever they use in chaining our mind. Nana Poku Hitzfield, I'm a free person. I'm a free spirit, free from every bondage of the human. Because I learned under great kings, King Solomon and his father, King David. I called upon Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I called upon Otumfour Osei, and he gave me everything, the keys to making Ghana one of the best countries in the world. My name is Nana Poku Hitzfield, the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana. I'm sending much love to every person. Share this video. Let this video get to every African, and let us start thinking differently. You know, if you want us to think differently, share this video if you're an African. Now, so that is what I'm saying. We need to come together. If God is watching us, the things he has given to us, let God come. If God is coming to destroy this earth, let him come and see us building 100 stadiums in Ghana. Yes. Oh God, you went, okay, destroy us. Do you think God will really destroy Ghana? Look at what Qatar has done with his country. If God is seeing Qatar, he would rather destroy Ghana and leave Qatar. Because look at what somebody has done with his country. What God gave him. Look at what he has done. And you, a Christian, every day praying against your own Christian. If the Bible says we should forgive 77 times, why should we even get an enemy and go to church and pray for that enemy, against that enemy? Me, I don't have an enemy. Me, I don't have an enemy. Do you have an enemy? No. Just wake up and work and pray to the Almighty. So those are the things we'll be implementing in Ghana. And Nana Poku Hitzfield, as I said, we'll go into waste management. We'll make sure there are less people sick. You know, malaria needs to go away, and all we need to do is start implementing laws, start providing things that will recycle our waste, because the waste is the problem. And you see bottles on our waters, in our rivers, and global warming is a thing. People who don't know global warming, the glaciers are melting, and an iceless world will cause floods in Denmark and other places. So if they don't know what everything you are doing somewhere around the globe, it is going to affect everybody. And that is what people don't know. So the more you keep Africans poor, the more it is that there is more sin across the world. Because now people are now trying to loot things from Africa, and it creates division amongst yourselves there, you know. So let me use an example with me. We should use a communism system, you know. Communism system in a way where a Ghanaian will know that a Ghanaian farmer will know his work is as important as a doctor. A plumber will know his work is as important as a doctor. A doctor will know his work is as important as a cleaner, so that a cleaner will also know his work is as important as a doctor. Because if we have more cleaners and we are cleaning everything, there will be less people that will be sick, and then we will have less doctors. Then everybody in time will know what he or she needs to do in order to stay healthy. So every work is important. Now let me use a clock in this scenario. Now look at the clock. It has 3 hands, right? It has the hour hand, it has the minute hand, and it has the seconds hand. Now, all these move to create time. So the minute hand, 60 seconds make 1 minute, 60 minutes make 1 hour, and 24 hours, of course, makes 1 day, you know. So the seconds will be going, the minutes will be going, and the hour will be going. Different pace. The second is moving faster, the minute is moving a bit slower, but the hour hand is moving the slowest. But then when one stops working, the clock becomes spoiled. So that is how humans we are. If the farmer stops farming, if you're a doctor, will you chew your hand? If the farmer stops farming, if you're a politician, will you chew grass? You know, we are in a circle of life, eternal circle, where what you do affects you, but you don't know. So we'll be bringing all these systems that will remove division among Ghanaians, and now we will encourage hard work. So if you're a doctor and you work 8 hours a day, you'll be given a house, big one, of course. Your children won't pay fees. You will pay just utility, and you will generate utility itself. We will put solar panels in every home, so everybody will generate his or her electricity. And then when you have a fault, you call, then we come and replace them. You know, so what we'll be doing with Ghana. Come on, I've been talking for a very long time, and I need to go get things in town. My name is Bediako-Poku Hitzfield, the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana. You know, every work is important. Now look at GTV. We share GTV. I say into the GTV. Under a monarch, I say na GTV be the GTV under a monarch. I swear to every Ghanaian and to Otumfour, my father, that the GTV you will see, the camera quality that you will see, Ghana television. When we hear there's a cantata. Graphics na ya basa. Machines ben omu use wo. The Ghana television, me fimpoya me ya matinasi wrongly. So we need to build our country. And Bediako-Poku Hitzfield, I'm sending much love to everybody. I'm sending much love to my king, Otumfour Osei Tutu II, the king of the Ashanti Kingdom. I have a message for you, Daddy. Daddy, as the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, Otumfour, or the Nyama Sumame, or the Nyama na Sumame, Daddy, or the Nyama ni Nimdie, Nyansani Humu, and the Asumame Semi Fambre, or Tiko Consuana, Ukuma Pema Pembeba Hene. But that was Daddy. In Shiranka Sikagwa Kofi, Nain Shira Ghana, my name Shira Santimai, Nain Peja Ghana, Puntu, and Pia, and Conin Pempe, Swan, Yankupon Yichiremeno. One picture here, wait, say Nagana be you. Kumase, we are going to redesign the country. Intimame, say you redesign it. Now, you be build a canal, say Befa with you, I'm worry because we fear now womanesa. The amema only 4 acres. Intim, me say you be designing the whole Accra, you be designing the whole water region. Our coastal lines, no, and was say a ye crabbe. Na yentina in the middle belt. Ghana for in antina in the middle belt. Na yen use the coastal lines, no, na yen crabbe. Na yen build the railway system. Bullet trains, Shinzam, TGV duplex, Mungo go na munsha trains. Trains are by 20 minutes now we free and crying. Our bolga, and nubi na yedebeye. Send ya we can live everywhere in Ghana or somewhere who and I come to me at now wa impona wo ye juma wa Accra. Ma mene papa, ye two form no, gold be a ye benyano, and no na yedebeye Ghana Premier League medal. Your gold in yen tubium. Gold impono yen two in the next 30 years. Yen ye pe gold da, ebia ye pe medals. Ama Ghana Premier League, ye pe medals. Ama enkra coast Ghana coast football. School ni na ye be sesa ni na ye de Ghana ma me any papa sebe mo ye bia ma Ghana e drew mrantie no so en school na mo de ye nko ye no enu humu ni nyansa en na ye kwa hu en na ye se fitin kura bre me se ade we de ye ho Nyankopon tutuma na mo mame na daachi bibia mi nsua bi na mi hu nyansa enfambe boa me man Ghana be de Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ka me ho Otumfour che be fa me call ye anaju bia Me didn't Nana Poku Hitzfield. Me person me kasa bebre. Obi fra no kase me Nana Poku Hitzfield. People have been saying I should pray for them. Mame, Papa, sorry na fa wonsa etoba nitiri so na wan kasa bompa e mano. E no be ye man chain or crown prince. Why? We are all one people. Much love from your crown prince to you Ghanaians. Ghana Black Stars go. Andre the day are you? Oh, win the World Cup down. Oh, win the World Cup down. And at 20, she gave difference. No one here. No more. When a famous no kwami onu. When a famous no kwami ni bekene ango. Born and here. Much love to the Black Stars. Go Black Stars go. Chi-chi-cha. Or should I play one song? No. Chi-chi-cha. Bye-bye. See you same time next week.